What's up, guys? Making a video for you guys today. I want to talk about some really important stuff that I was gonna make this video yesterday, and I wish I had, because it would have saved you guys, would have made you guys some money. But I was really sick with the flu, and I was just trying to kind of do the bare minimum things that I needed to do, because I wasn't feeling good at all, and I slept most of the day. But anyways, I want to get into it. There's two things for people that are watching this for the first time. I have a really good Telegram ICO group. There's a lot of good discussions there, a lot of good info. It's completely 100% free. I'm going to put the link to the Telegram chat down below. And there's also a Facebook group that we're getting up and running. I'm putting some good content on there as well. I'm going to be adding more and more to it. Right now, I just kind of have a plan for an ecosystem of crypto that I'm just slowly starting to put all the pieces together this month. And by the end of the month, everything's going to be working synergetically together. But I'm going to get into crypto technical analysis right now. And the main focus I think you guys should be looking at for the next month or two is Ethereum. And I've seen this play out before. It's played out in May, where Ethereum got very bull, and everything else kind of stopped. And honestly, it started a little bit yesterday, and that's why I wanted to make the video. I thought maybe I could have had a day or so to get to it, but it just continued on today. And I want to show you something, because I don't think Bitcoin is going to do much for the next month or two, maybe. And I really think you should be looking at Ethereum as your main play, to stack as much Ethereum as you can. And also, if you're holding any altcoins, to really watch your Ethereum value, because there's going to be really good swing trade opportunities with your altcoins. But at the same time, you want to preserve your Ethereum value, because right now, as you can see on this chart, I'm about to show you, is that this is the Ethereum BTC value. It's just shooting up. It's going to the roof. And I really don't, this thing is going to just become the news of crypto, like the main story of crypto. Like, this thing is just going buck. And I could really see it in the next few days getting to here or even here. And then maybe it'll cool down a bit, and then it'll break through. Break through this, and we could see this thing potentially going, it's retarded. We could see this thing just going way up here, being worth almost half a Bitcoin, or at least somewhere around here. If you're sitting in cash, I would really suggest you guys to really pick up Ethereum. If you're buying shit off Coinbase, start picking up Ethereum. If your friends are asking about crypto, get into Ethereum, because there's a lot of ICOs coming out right now. And in order to participate in those ICOs, you're going to need Ethereum. And that's just going to cause the demand for Ethereum to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And another thing to keep in mind is that, sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought a second. What's happening in crypto, like the last month, everyone was coming in and buying Bitcoin. And then when they got into Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all these things shot up, and they started to research other crypto coins. And when they start to research other crypto coins, they start to kind of notice that. When they're researching other crypto coins, they're kind of noticing, Bittrex and Binance and all these other exchanges. And these other exchanges, they've had so many people come in that they're not even accepting new registries at the moment. So the demand is there, and the demand is more for these altcoins. People are looking for that next Bitcoin. People want to buy a 10-cent coin, a $1 coin. They want to have 100 of these coins. They don't want, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. They want to buy these other coins, because the other coins are really doing the big returns, the big ROI. And I think this is like, I saw this model on the internet of the funnel, right? And then over here you have like Bitcoin, right? So people come in and buy Bitcoin, and then down here you have alts, right? And then over here you might have high cap like Ethereum or LTC, and over here you have USD dollars, for example. So what's happening is people are coming in here, taking their USD, putting it in here, putting it in here, putting it here, and then eventually it's making its way down here. Now, what I'm speculating on is that now with these exchanges tied up and people realizing how crazy alts can really, how much money alts can make you, people are going to start being interested in ICOs. And the money's going to pour all the way down, and then ICOs are really going to start becoming a big deal again. And I think maybe this year will be like that last run for these shady ICOs, these ones that, you know, are just really backed by shit. Because I think regulation is coming for sure. I think regulation is going to come, and it's going to really change a lot of the things in the industry. This could be 6 months from now. This could be 12 months from now. Right? But I really think it's coming. I really think it's coming. And there's bigger institutional money coming. And we are close to 1 trillion market cap right now. We are really close to the 1 trillion. And I think this Ethereum run is going to push it over 1 trillion. And I just want to show something, what I think is going to happen. I just want to show you guys the dominance. Bitcoin's dominance, 33%. Yeah, so Ethereum's dominance right now is 12%. I think you're going to see the alt market, the alt market and some of the Bitcoin market pour into Ethereum now. I really think right now Ethereum's dominance, oh shit, it's already at 18%. Yeah, you're going to see 20% this week, next week for sure, somewhere around there. I really feel like Ethereum's about to make a big move, maybe to $2,000-$3,000, and then eventually you might see it at 5,000. And Ethereum Classic is going to follow it. Ethereum Classic, when you look on the chart, I'm going to get to Ethereum Classic also on the chart, and it's looking like there's something cooking there, something going on with the volume and the suppression wicks. There's just it's really interesting. And I want to get into why you should be looking at your Ethereum value, because, for example, look, these are all Ethereum values. The most underperforming coins of the day are the Ethereum values. And when this thing cools off, you know, you can short these things. It might be risky. I mean, I don't know, but like you'll be, if, like, for example, if you shorted this today, you can't short fun. You can probably short. Which one of these can you short? SMT pretty short. Let's get away from the shorting talk, actually. But yeah, these things are getting crushed. Their Ethereum value is getting crushed. So this is a little bit more advanced, but you want to really, if you understand how to trade, like, you can make some big swings on these Ethereum pairs. Like, for example, this is ADA BTC. ADA BTC, right? So I had this trend line, and it's all the way up here. It's on the cloud. It's probably going to break through whatnot, right? But then when you go ADA Ether, yeah, when you look at the Ether pair, like that same line that I had drawn, right? It just shot through it, and this thing will probably go down to here actually. So I'm cashing out a lot of my altcoins into Ethereum, and I'm gonna play these bounces and collect more Ethereum because I understand in the next month or two, Ethereum is gonna be the main kind of it's gonna be the main story. And it's also important to know that how the market works is that most of the market is chasing something, right? So people were chasing Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin fell, and people were in USD or whatnot, and then alts took off, and then people started to chase the alts, and people are still chasing the alts, but a lot of people are not aware of what's happening with their Ethereum value, and they're not aware that Ethereum is about to make this huge move, and soon people will be chasing Ethereum, and these things I think are going to drop a lot more. So it's good to be ahead of the curve on this because there are some big swing trade opportunities here, some big swing trade opportunities. And I think for the next month or two, with all these ICOs coming out, Ethereum is a great play. I don't think Bitcoin is going to do much, to be honest, in the next month or two. I think it's had a big move up, and yeah, like these things are just getting wrecked. Like this is, if you had sold up, so by keeping it in by keeping your money in Ethereum, the BTC value of it's going up, so you're preserving your BTC value, and at the same time, you're maximizing your Ethereum value. So on some of these, um, if we can get them, but yeah, you might see something like this return. There's going to be a lot of good swing trade opportunities here, a lot of good swing trade opportunities, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Keep your eye on the Ethereum value over and over, and be ready because I think Ethereum is going to start shaking up crypto again with these ICOs, and just because Bitcoin is going to be a little bit stagnant. Let me pull up Bitcoin and we talk about Bitcoin. Um, we're still respecting this line, but I mean, if this line breaks, I think Ethereum is going to take off big time. Um, I mean, this thing, it could still go up, but we kind of have to wait and see because this chart is not perfect. And one thing I'm going to show you guys is we might play this triangle out, or we could break out of here. It depends. Um, I really just see a lot of this chart that needs to kind of be revisited. And one important thing to keep in mind is when Ethereum went from like it's 40 $30 to 200 to $400, it was right here. This was the area. This was where it happened. It was basically, this is what Bitcoin did. You see what I mean? And why I bring this up is I want to show you guys a possible pattern that might emerge if Ethereum does go hard and Bitcoin kind of just stalls itself out. Sorry, guys. It's fucked up because it's already starting to kind of play out like that. I want to act like my mind is playing. See that, like that chart looks really similar in terms of the grooves or whatnot. Really similar. Fuck man, that looks scary similar. That. something like that. It's hard to pinpoint it. That's as much as we can pinpoint it. But yeah, just a big sideways move for Bitcoin while Ethereum pops. Very, very possible. Um, Bitcoin. I've been looking for the 1 week touch of the MAC. We've had a reset of the Stoch. The 1 day RSI had touched the 50, but now it broke down. So Bitcoin is not looking so it's not looking so good, I would say. You just can't really predict this thing right now. A lot of signs are pointing down. But I just think with Ether's run, this thing is just kind of not going to stagnate. It's not going to do much, and actually some of the dominance will pour into Ethereum. And yeah, my big play here is kind of playing Ethereum for now and try to play some big swings with the alts and the Ethereum pair. And then eventually, when this thing is ready to go, I'm going to move everything back into Bitcoin. And when will that happen? I'm going to explain. It's good to see. Yeah, so maybe up here in the ones, it might be a swing trade. Up here could be a swing trade. And then if we break that, I don't know what else you would really have to go off with. You might have trend line like this. Sometimes these old trend lines here. Keep an eye for that. Yeah, not much to work with now. But I'll get an idea of it later. You just kind of try to find existing trends. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Maybe around here. Right here. Right now I have another trend I'm drawing from here. I'm trying to see if we keep this one, maintain this one. This will be interesting. If we respect this and see what happens from here. I'm getting way ahead of myself with what Ethereum is going to do. For now, I'm just kind of protecting my Ethereum value with stop losses and just watching how the market plays out. I think that was all I wanted to talk about. Once again, guys, join the ICO group. You guys are going to get a lot of value out of the ICO group. It's strictly ICO talk there. We're not really talking about trades and calls. If you want to talk trades and calls, join the free Facebook group. And there's also a Telegram free signals group that I'm starting. So check that out as well. I'm going to put the links to all of them below. Like and subscribe and be on the lookout for some really good stuff coming down the road. Thanks for watching, and we'll make some money.